In this video, I am going to explore the question, is the Fraser Institute, a Canadian conservative think tank, just American-funded propaganda? So, who exactly is the Vancouver-based Fraser Institute? If you are Canadian and you spend any amount of time online, you'll probably have found their research and reports at least once or twice. The Fraser Institute was founded in 1974 and positions itself as a non-partisan and empirical research group that looks at issues facing Canada and Canadians. The reality is that the Fraser Institute is a libertarian-conservative think tank that regularly distorts Canadian realities. In an investigation into its finances in 2012, the Fraser Institute think tank had received more than $4 million from American foundations. Today, it hosts events with American conservative figures like Karl Rove and shares information and research favorable to the fossil fuel industry. The Fraser Institute regularly publishes information that is very unfavorable to Canada. It actively criticizes Canadian public health care, education, environmental measures to reduce carbon emissions, Canadian crime rates, and, quote, limits to Canadian freedoms, unquote.
The Kyoto Protocol, the first international treaty to set binding targets to cut greenhouse gas emissions, was signed in 1997. At that time, fossil fuels made up 86% of the world's energy use. But after 25 years, fossil fuels still make up 82% of the world's energy. In fact, the use of fossil fuels, including oil, coal, and natural gas, has actually increased 55% since 1997. Despite substantial government spending and increased regulations, Canada and other developed nations are unlikely to achieve zero carbon emissions by 2050.
So, who funds the Fraser Institute? The Fraser Institute is set up as a nonprofit and receives charitable donations from a who's who of fossil fuel and mining billionaires. One of the major donors to the Fraser Institute has been the Charles Koch Charitable Foundation, one half of the Koch brothers, a major U.S. Republican donor. American Charles Koch is one half of the Koch brothers and is the world's 23rd richest man. Other donors include the foundation created by the Searle Family, one of the wealthiest families in America. The Searle family made their money in pharmaceuticals and consumer products such as the artificial sweetener Nutrasweet. Other donors include Exxon Mobile, one of the largest publicly traded international oil and gas companies in the world. So the next time you see a Fraser Institute report online about Canada struggling, I hope you will remember who is funding this work and what possible motivations might be behind Fraser Institute's often bleak analyses of Canada. Why would Americans want to convince Canada and Canadians that our country is broken? Think about it. Got any more questions? Write me in the comments, but maybe don't use Fraser Institute reports anymore to make your case. Please like and subscribe to watch our channel grow. Thanks for watching.